Hello, we are going to talk about Cancer, the moon, your intuition, and all the traits about Cancer that you need to know. If you don't already know me, I am Ev Zervadakis, founder of Holistic Healing Astrology. When we talk about Cancer, the first thing you need to understand is that in astrology, we have a natural zodiac. This is a natural zodiac, but I threw more information in there so we could give the students an extra bit of information all at a glance. So Cancer is here in the fourth house. These are divisions in astrology. It's the fourth consecutive zodiac, and it's a water sign, it's a cardinal sign. Cardinal means that it initiates, it likes to start. Water is emotional, and it has to do with feelings. So Cancer, the archetype of Cancer is the crab, and the crab has a hard outside shell, and inside it is soft. So they're very sensitive. Cancer sign is all about sensitivity, nurturing, supporting, and food, as far as nurturing with food. So, excuse me, the ruling planet of Cancer is one of the two luminaries. So we have the sun, which is in the next house in Leo, and we have the moon. And they have a very close relationship. And the two strong planets inside the horoscope here. So in astrology, the sun and the moon work off each other because the sun projects and the moon receives. So Cancer receives, it's intuitive, it's sensitive, it's all about feelings, not logic, not information and data. It's all on reaction. So you might have an astrology chart such as this, and you have all your planets scattered around. It doesn't look anything at all like the natural wheel over here, but you would look for Cancer. And in this particular chart, the Cancer is up on top over here. This is where the Cancer is. And you see that Cancer has a planet, Venus, in it, and it's in the ninth house. So that's where you would be sensitive, in the ninth house information. And ninth house in the natural zodiac would be Sagittarius and Jupiter. So Cancer also is a negative energy. So it's feminine and it's negative, meaning more pessimistic, not optimistic. Okay, so let's get more information about Cancer. It's in the time of the summer equinox, because 0 degrees Cancer is when we have summer. And that is how Western tropical astrology works. It's not like Vedic and sidereal astrology, where it's the precise precision point of the planets in the sky now. It is according to the seasons. So a lot of people ask that question: why is sidereal Vedic astrology different than Western? I like the Western astrology because I've been doing it for 50 years. I delved into Vedic astrology. You really can't do both. In the Vedic astrology, you're not supposed to use the unseen planets, which would be all the outer planets right now. And there's 10 more discovered planets, excuse me, in our solar system. So, but the Vedic astrologers now use Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, the outer planets. But you can't mix them together. So that's why I choose not to do the Vedic astrology because I can't mix it. And knowing me, I'm going to try to mix it. So I figured, okay, but actually uh, you could do whatever you want because it's intuitive too. So speaking of intuition, Cancer is the intuitive sign, along with the other two water signs. So we have water Scorpio, water Pisces. So there are three water signs, Cancer. So Cancer is the more homey water sign, and it's cardinal, where the Pisces water sign is mutable and the Scorpio water sign is fixed. It's more intense. So Cancer has to do with the home life. And you see the fourth house has to do with home. So all three components, the moon, the planet rather, the house, and the sign share similar traits. So it's initiating. It likes to be noticed. It likes to start things. So the water, as we said before, is very sensitive. And the phrase for Cancer is I feel and I belong. They like to belong. And so I'll give you some more information about Cancer. Cancer is one of the 12 signs that's represented by the crab. People born under this sign are known for their strong emotions, maybe overly emotions, but their intuition and the sensitivity. They are very family oriented and loyal and tend to protect their loved ones. They're very protective. They also have a deep appreciation and understanding of the world around them, and they're very creative. It's a water sign, as I said before, so they just kind of go with the flow, but they like to start things as well. They're great communicators, and their intuition helps them make wise choices. So, some other keywords for Cancer would be contemplative, kind, shy. They need time alone to process. Sometimes they could be insecure. Now, remember that the signs and the planets have two edges of the sword. In other words, they could be positive or negative type of expressions. So they could be super sensitive to a fault, or they could just be empathetic and have compassion. They're touchy. They could be moody. They're ruled by the moon, and they are motherly types. They could be illogical, and they could be fussy, and they could be withdrawal. So they could get stuck in their feelings too. They could get a little obsessive. So that's the Cancer. So if you have Cancer and in your chart, which you have to have Cancer in the chart. So you see these red lines, these are the strongest points in the chart. So if you have Cancer on the angles that we call these red angles, then you're going to have a stronger influence of Cancer. So then you're going to look and see, where is the moon? Because Cancer belongs with the moon. They work together. So you would look and see where the moon is, and it would give you more information about the house that the Cancer sign is in. So there's all this movement when we interpret a natal chart. However, like it tells a story. So we could go back to this chart and see that Venus is in Cancer, but on the cusp of the ninth house, we have Cancer. So we look for the moon. Well, the moon is in the seventh house, right on the ascendant. So this person is very intuitive and emotional, especially when it has to do with family and home and love They might love to cook. They might love to nurture and take care of things. This particular person loves newborns, the neophytes, when they're about a week old, loves that environment and liked working with them in the hospital. Um, so that's how you start the interpretation. So if there are other planets in the sign of Cancer, then you would continue. And then all these lines, like Venus talks to all these other planets where the lines are attached. And then the moon talks to Pluto and Jupiter and the other planets that are attached. So that's how you do the interpretation. But when you want to learn astrology, you have to start with the natural wheel and or the natural zodiac and learn, excuse me, the Cancer belongs in the fourth house and is associated with the moon, and it's feminine and it's more pessimistic than optimistic, and it's a cardinal sign. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for staying till the very end. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you again. Check out the website to see what's going on. And if you like to get emails to let you know when the upcoming classes are, just register. And we have free gifts as well. So thank you again, and we'll see you soon.